Hi everybody, let's read this book, Curious About Snow. Have you ever built a snow fort, or tossed snowballs, or caught a snowflake on your tongue, or wished you could try this where you live? Snow often makes people stop what they're doing and watch it fall from the sky. But what is snow and how is it formed? To snow, the temperature must be 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. Water vapor, a gas that is produced when water evaporates, sticks to a cold speck inside a cloud and makes it wet. This speck can be a particle of soil or salt left over from ocean water that evaporated. It can be pollen from a flower or ash from a volcano, among other things. Inside the cloud, more water vapor sticks to the wet speck and forms a water droplet. This droplet freezes into a ball of ice, and more water vapor sticks to it. The snow crystal keeps growing as it falls through the cloud. The size of the snowflakes depends on how many ice crystals connect together. An average-sized snowflake is usually made up of about 200 ice crystals and 180 billion molecules of water. When a snowflake becomes heavy enough, it falls through the cloud to the ground. It continues to grow and change as it falls toward the earth. If the ground is cold enough, the snowflake will stick to it and won't melt right away. How do we know so much about snowflakes? A man named Wilson A. Bentley loved snow so much that he studied it for most of his life. Bentley was born on February 9, 1865. He grew up and worked on his farm in Jericho, Vermont, in the heart of the snow belt. The yearly snowfall in Jericho is about 120 inches. It was a perfect place to learn about snow. As a young boy, Bentley enjoyed studying the world around him, from butterflies, leaves, and spider webs to weather conditions, raindrops, snowflakes. Bentley loved catching single snowflakes and studying them. Bentley's mother gave him an old microscope for his 15th birthday. Looking at snowflakes through his microscope, he was amazed by the beautiful crystals and by how many different types of snowflakes he had found. For 3 winters, Bentley drew 100 snowflakes a year, but the snow crystals always melted before he could finish drawing them. This was very frustrating to him. When Bentley turned 17, his parents bought him a Bellows camera and new microscope. He attached the microscope to the camera and spent the next 2 years trying to photograph snowflakes. Snowflakes are very difficult to photograph because they melt so quickly. But finally, on January 15, 1885, when he was 19 years old, Bentley became the first person to ever photograph a single snowflake. He then went on to capture more than 5,000 images of snow crystals. Because of his amazing work, he became known as the Snowflake Man and was also often called Snowflake Bentley. Many colleges and universities around the world bought Bentley's snow crystal photographs. He published about 60 articles in magazines and journals. His book, Snow Crystals, was published in 1931, the same year that he died. Snow crystals contain more than 24,000 photos. Bentley wanted people to be able to study and enjoy his snowflake photographs. Look how beautiful these snowflakes are, and look how different they are. Wilson Bentley proved that snowflakes had different shapes, but almost all had 6 sides. Star-shaped snowflakes are called stellar dendrites. They have 6 arms that branch out from a center point. The center point is the speck that started the crystal. These snow crystals form when the temperature is about 5 degrees Fahrenheit. This shape is one of the most one that most people think of as a snowflake. A hexagonal plate snowflake do not have arms. The points are the beginnings of arms that were just starting to develop when the crystal fell out of its cloud and stopped growing. So snowflakes could look like this or like this. As pretty as snowflakes can be, snow can be dangerous. Heavy snow can strand drivers, block deliveries, and disrupt emergency services. Buildings can collapse under the weight of too much snow. Trees and power lines can come down. Here are some winter storms to watch out for. During a thundersnow, thunder rumbles and lightning flashes. Sometimes as much as 2 inches of snow per hour will fall. And here's a snowstorm with a large amount of falling snow. Billions of snowflakes fall in every snowstorm. Blizzards are snowstorms that contain large amounts of snow or blowing snow. Winds are usually more than 35 miles an hour. And this is an avalanche. An avalanche is also called a snowslide. It's a moving mass of snow that slides down a mountain. It contains ice, soil, rocks, and uprooted trees. And here's some fun things that you can do with snow. People around the world celebrate winter and the snow it brings with winter festivals. Look at this ice castle. Isn't that cool? And look, somebody made an ice and snow train. And then, of course, there's snowmen. Look, one's upside down. And what is this kid doing? Is he sledding? Have you ever went snow sledding? And that's the end.